Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to solve some of the basic examples based on the indefinite integration. In the previous video we have understood what is an integration, how it is introduced to the mathematics, and we have also studied the formulas of the integration. Okay, so here I have chosen 6 questions for you that we'll be discussing in this video. So let's just start without any wasting of time. So first here it says integrate the following with respect to x. So the first question is square root of 1 plus sine 2x. So we'll take a new page and we'll do this. So first we'll write this as I integration square root of 1 minus sine 2x, right? Just let check the question. Okay, this is 1 plus sine 2x dx. Okay, so in integration you must know all the trigonometric formulas, because trigonometric formulas are very much required for solving this integration involving trigonometric functions. Okay, so in this case what we will be doing here is, what we'll do, we'll write the formula of sine 2x. We already know sine 2 theta. Sine 2 theta is 2 sine theta cos theta. Okay, this is the formula of trigonometric double angle formula. So here we'll write 2 sine x cos x. Okay, and instead of 1 we will write this in the terms of sine and cos, like this, that is sine square x plus cos square x. Okay, this is just an identity. Sine square x plus cos square x gives you 1. Okay, dx. So if you look at this carefully, this is nothing but a square plus b square plus 2ab type formula, that is a plus b the whole square. Okay, and the square and root will get cancelled, so we'll left with sin x plus cos x. Sin x plus cos x with respect to x. So we'll integrate individually, that is integration of sin x dx, integration of cos x dx. Okay, so the integration of sin x is minus cos x and the integration of cos x is sin x plus c, the constant. So this is how we have solved the first problem based on the trigonometric formulas as well as the integration. Okay, now we'll move on to the next question, which was under root of 1 minus cos 2x. Okay, so the second question here is I is equal to under root of 1 minus cos 2x dx. Okay, so for this I'll tell you two formulas which is very most important in this, as well as it works out for integration as well as for the differentiation part. So you have to remember this. 1 plus cos theta, 1 plus cos theta is 2 cos square theta upon 2. Okay, so the angle gets half here. 1 minus cos theta is nothing but 2 sine square theta upon 2. Okay, now this formula is nothing new, it is derived from the double angle formula of the cos 2 theta. Okay, you can just check this out later on. Okay, so here we are having this, that is 1 minus cos 2 theta. Instead of 2 theta we have 2x, so the value or the half of 2x will be x. So here we have the two formulas. This is similar to the second one, which is 1 minus cos theta, that gives you 2 sine square theta by 2. Okay, so this will be similarly, it will be 2 sine square 2x by 2, or you can directly write it as x 2 sine square x dx. Okay, now here if you look at this 2 is under the root, so we'll take the root 2 outside, and the square sine square x, and we have a root, so that will give you sine x dx. Okay, so this will be root 2, and the integration of sin x is minus cos x. So I'll put a minus sign over here, and this will be cos x plus c. That's it. This was the answer of the second question that we have solved. Okay, again I'll tell you, just remember all the formulas of the trigonometric. Okay, now we'll check the third question here, that is sin 4x into cos 3x. Sin 4x into cos 3x. Okay, so we'll take this on the next page. I is equal to sin 4x and cos 3x. Now here we have the two trigonometric, that is sin and cos, both are getting multiplied. So you will say that we have to solve it by using the multiplication rule of the integration, but that is not required. We can have some small solution on this. Okay, so what we can do, we will multiply and divide by 2, that will give you 2 sin 4x cos 3x. Okay, now this is also based on the formula, I'll tell you, which is nothing but 2 sin a cos b is equal to sin plus sin. Okay, so here the angle would be a plus b, and here the angle would be a minus b. Okay, this is your conversion of the product into the sum and difference of the trigonometric ratios. Okay, so you must have studied this, just remember this. We have 4 formulas based on this kind. Okay, which is 2 cos into sin. Okay, you can take your angle, 2 cos and 2 sin, the same similar formula. Okay, you can remember this all 4. Okay, so we are just using the first one, so I have already written the first one, which is 2 sin cos. So here you should remember the value of a would be greater than b. So here I have taken the first angle which is greater than the cos 3x. Now 4x is greater than 3x, so we have to write this first and then the smaller one. Okay, so this will be sin plus sin, that is sin 4x plus 3x plus sin 4x minus 3x dx. You can draw the bracket, so just you don't get confused. So integration 4x plus 3x give you what? 7x, plus 4x minus 3x gives you x dx. Again you can draw the bracket. Now you can integrate it individually, so that is half integration of sin 7x dx. Half will get multiplied to each of this term, plus half again integration of sin x dx. Okay, now here the integration of sin is again minus cos 7x. Now what you have to study here, the new part, the new concept, that is whenever you integrate the trigonometric ratios as well as the you can say exponential. Okay, so whenever you see the coefficient of x, you have to divide it with the coefficient of x. Now here I have the formula of the sin x, that is minus cos x, but here we have sin 7x, so the formula would be minus cos 7x, but the coefficient of x is 7, so we have to divide this by 7. Okay, just make sure you don't forget this part. Okay, plus 1 by 2, and here we have the sin x, so sin x is minus cos x. Here the coefficient is 1, so it doesn't matter whether you divide it by 1 or no. Okay, so this gives you minus cos 7x upon 7 2s are 14, and this would be minus cos x upon 2 plus c. So this is your final answer. just make sure whenever you come across this kind of formula and you see the coefficient of x, you have to divide it with the coefficient of x. Okay. Now we'll move on to the next question, that is question 4. Now we will solve the question number 4, which is nothing but integration of 2x minus 7 upon square root of 4x minus 1 dx. Now this is the kind of question where you have the numerator as well as the denominator, the polynomials. We are having the polynomials, but in the denominator we have a polynomial in the square root. So what we will do, we will try to create the polynomial which is in the denominator. The same polynomial we will try to create it in the numerator. So how you can do it is, first of all you can multiply and divide by 2 like this, keeping the denominator same for now. Then what you can do, you can multiply this 2 inside, so that will give you 4x minus 14 the whole upon 4x minus 1. Since we have to create the same term of the denominator, what we will do, we'll separate this minus 1, so that will give you minus 13. Minus 1 minus 13 gives you minus 14. Now our numerator is just the same. Okay, now we'll separate this, so this becomes minus 4x minus 1 the square root of 4x minus 1 dx. We'll take the half also, minus 13 by 2 square root of 4x minus 1. So here it will be 13 upon, so we have already taken the 13 outside, so that will be 1 upon square root of 4x minus 1 dx. Okay, so if you solve this, okay, this is just like 2 upon root 2, you get this as root 2. So here also you will get this as 4x minus 1 dx. Now we'll won't integrate right now, I'll keep this as it is for now. Okay, so we'll take it on the next page. So I'll write the first term as 4x minus 1 to the power half. Since it is square root, so we can write it as power half, minus 13 by 2 integration 1 upon square root of 4x minus 1 dx. Now I have already told you the formula, integration of 1 upon root x dx, that is nothing but 2 root of x. Okay, so we can apply this same formula, don't need to solve it. Okay, so and in the first one you can apply the power formula. Okay, so here also we have the power as half, so that gives you half plus 1 the whole divided by half plus 1. Now here we have a coefficient of x as 4, so we'll also divide it by 4. Okay, just don't forget this. And here we have a 1 upon square root of x, we'll treat this as x, so that gives you 2 root x. So here also we have 2 root of 4x minus 1. Since here also the coefficient of x is 4, we will divide this by 4. Okay, the whole plus c. Now the 2 and 2 will get cancelled here, and this 2 and this 4 gives you what, 8. And in the denominator you have half plus 1. Okay, so in the power it becomes half plus 1 is 3 by 2 again, and this is also 3 by 2. Minus 13 by 4 you can take it here, that gives you 4x minus 1 plus c. So the 3 by 2 will come here, that will become 2 by 3, and this is 4x minus 1 to the power 3 by 2 minus 13 by 4 square root of 4x minus 1 plus c. You can cancel this, that gives you 1 by 12, 4x minus 1 3 by 2 minus 13 by 4 square root of 4x minus 1 plus c. So this was the final answer. This is how you can integrate it. Hope you understood this one. Okay, let's just take the another example we have here is the question 5. Here we are doing the integration of 3 upon square root of 7x minus 2 minus square root of 7x minus 5. Now in this kind of problem we don't have the polynomial in the numerator, but we have the polynomial in the denominator, that too in the square root. So we have to eliminate the square root, so we have to rationalize this part. Okay, I hope you know how to rationalize this. So first of all we write the same question here, and if you want to rationalize the denominator, so you have to look out for the sign in between both of this term, which is plus minus. So we will multiply the same term with the plus sign in between. This is how you do the rationalization. Dx. Okay, so in the numerator it becomes 3 times 7x minus 2 plus 7x minus 5, and in the denominator it becomes a minus b, a plus b, like this. We have the same term but we are in the plus and minus. So the formula is a minus b multiplied by a plus b gives you a square minus b square. So here we have 7x minus 2 square minus 7x minus 5 square. Now in the denominator square and root will get cancelled, of course, so that will be that will be 7x minus 2 minus 7x minus 5 dx. Okay, now we'll move on to the next page. So in the denominator we will open the bracket 7x minus 2 minus, and that was 7x minus 5, so minus 7x plus 5, and in the numerator we had 7x minus 2 plus 7x plus 5, not plus, it is minus, dx and integration. So you can solve this. In the denominator the plus 7x minus 7x cancel, 5 minus 2 becomes 3. Okay, and we left with only the numerator part. So this is how you can eliminate your denominator. Now 3 and 3 also gets cancelled. So we'll just separate this like this. Yeah, so we know the integration formula of root x, which is the integration formula of root x. You can apply this using the power formula that we have just done in the last sum. Okay, so that becomes 3 by 2 upon 3 by 2. So overall it becomes 2 by 3 x to the power 3 by 2. So I'll write it down here directly, that is 2 by 3 7x minus 2 to the power 3 by 2. Now we have the coefficient of x here, so we'll divide this by 7 plus here also 7x minus 5 2 by 3 and the power 3 by 2. Here also the coefficient is 7, so we'll divide this by 7 plus c. Now you can multiply this, 7 3 is 21, 7x minus 2 to the power 3 by 2, here also 2 upon 21, 7x minus 5 to the power 3 by 2 plus c. That's it. So this is how you can solve this question. Okay. Now we will move on to the last and final question, which is based on the integration here. Okay, so here they have given you f dash of x. First of all, this is the derivative form, x minus 3 upon x to the power 3. Okay, so first what I'll do, I'll write this x and we'll take this denominator x to the power 3 in the numerator, so that will give you x to the power minus 3. This is f dash of x. Now since we have to find the primitive or the entire derivative, so we have to integrate this function. Okay, this function we have to integrate. So what we will do, whatever the value would be f of x. Okay, so how you will obtain the f of x? That will be integration of f dash of x dx. F dash of x is just a derivative of f of x. So now we have to find the f of x, so we have to take the integration. Okay, just the reverse process. So that will be integration x minus 3 x to the power minus 3 dx. Okay, you can integrate it separately. Integration of x dx minus 3 times integration of x to the power minus 3 dx. So here the power is 1, so that becomes x to the power 2 upon 2 minus 3, and here it will be minus 3 plus 1 upon minus 3 plus 1. We are applying the power formula plus c. So this gives you x square by 2 minus 3, and here also minus 2, and the power denominator minus 2. Now minus minus becomes plus, so this will be 3 by 2 x to the power minus 2 plus c. So here we have got the value of f of x. They have told you to find the f of x, but this is not the actual f of x, since we don't know the value of c. But what they have given you, they have given you the value of f of 1. They have given you the value of f of 1 as 11 by 2. So what we will do, we will substitute the value of x as 1 in the f of x. So that will be f of 1 is equal to 1 square by 2 plus 3 by 2 1 to the power minus 2 plus c. So this will be 1 by 2 plus 3 by 2, and since the base here is 1 and in the power we have minus 2, so 1 to the power minus 2 gives you 1 only. Okay, no need to worry. So 3 plus 1 gives you 4 by 2 plus c, and this is 11 by 2. This is already been given in the question. So c gives you 11 by 2 minus 4 by 2, which is nothing but 7 by 2. We got the value of c here. Okay, so what is the original function? So the original function is nothing but x square by 2 plus 3 by 2 x to the power minus 2 plus 7 by 2. This is your actual question, or the actual f of x that was required to be found. Okay, so this was some of the basic problems that was based on the indefinite integration. I hope you have understood each and every question. Since it is a small video, we cannot cover more top examples on this, but in the upcoming videos we will going to study about the integration based on substitution, partial fraction, and many much more. Okay, so stay tuned and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching this video. Have a good day.